This video is sponsored by Fantasy North. If you need sleeves, playmats, or any other gaming accessories, use our link in the description. Welcome to Wacky Wednesday. Let's see what today's video will be.
Welcome to Wacky Wednesday, and this is another deck review, but this time, it's one of my old Yu-Gi-Oh decks. So this is like some kind of thing that you could put a lanyard on, and it's what I kept my deck in. And again, don't yell at me because they're not sleeved, I know. But I have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic decks that I used to play with. Again, 2004 to 2008, I used to go to people's houses and play Magic. And then later on, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh with a couple other people I worked with, and we would play on the DS. But then we went and bought cards too. So this is one that I bought. And okay, right off the bat, I see something weird going on here. I have two cards flipped backwards. I think I know what they are. And it's going to be, I don't even know what deck this is, so now I do. Alright, so let's flip them over and see. Yep. They are my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons. So, and my Dragon Master Knight. Then my fusion cards. Okay, so that's how this is going to start out, right off the bat. Alright, I'm going to put them off to the side. So, this must be my Blue Eyes or my Yugi deck. I don't know. I'm going to guess there's a ton of Blue Eyes White Dragons in here. So, let's go. Swarm of Locusts. Alright, Andro Sphinx. Down below, let me know, is there anything absurdly expensive in here that I shouldn't probably have in this deck? And what do you think of my deck? Do you think it used to be good? Is it still good today? I don't know. I actually forgot how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been so long. I do want to get back into it. I just don't remember how to play. So, Andrew Sphinx. Spellbinding Circle. I do remember that I had some good cards. I know that. And I was pretty good. I had the Dinosaur deck. There's quite a few decks we can go through here. Acts of Despair. Kassetai? Don't know. He's really cool looking though. I like him. Alright, another big hitter, the Summon Skull. Trap Master. I believe I have a Toon deck too, if I'm right. Alright, there we have the White Dragon Ritual card. Okay, so it means that they probably have the Paladin of the White Dragon. Alright, Polymerization. Yeah, that card got bent. I'm not sure how. Went the whole way through. Thank God it's not the next one. Blue Eyes White Dragon. First one out the gate. I don't know how you know if these are worth money or not. Fusion Sage. Wall of Illusion. I always like the artwork on that one. Shift. La Jinn, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. It's such a long name. Change of Heart. Very iconic card. I think this was in almost everyone's decks. Witch of the Black Forest. Again, I love the artwork of that card. Man-Eater Bug. Sphinx Telia. I remember that card was really cool, and I really did enjoy having that card in my deck. I don't remember why, but I think it was a really powerful card. Wabaku, another trap card that I seemed like I had in every deck that I owned. I'm sure everyone did. Alright, another big hitter, Mystical Elf. One of Yugi's. Boom, another Blue Eyes White Dragon. I have no idea where I got these. I opened a lot of packs, and I remember buying a couple decks at Target that I found that was like Blue Eyes White. It was Yugi's deck, and it was who was the other one? Kobe? I don't know. It was a couple of the people's from the original series. Luster Dragon number 2. And we used to go and just dig through boxes and find stuff too. Sonic Bird. I always liked that one. It was kind of cool. Jar of Greed. That's a great trap card. Shadow Spell. I believe I remember Yugi using that in one of the episodes early on. Black Luster Ritual. Alright, the Kaiser Seahorse. I always thought that was a cool card. I don't think it got, like, much people loved it, but I did. I thought it was cool. Monster Reborn. Amazing spell card. Another Kaiser Seahorse. This one's non-hollow, though. There we go. Dark Magician. Iconic card. And I believe right behind it might be the next one. No. The Black Luster Soldier. Another great card, though. I'm not sure if my Dark Magician's in this deck. It might be in a different deck. My Dark Magician Girl, my Dark Magician, and Dark Paladin. I don't know. Maybe it is. Alright, Espeon the Great Sphinx. Big ol' mean kitty cat. Dark Blade. Awesome artwork again. Gemini Elf. Iconic card. Ukazi. Great spell card. Kaiser Seahorse. Obviously, I did like that card. Mystic Box. That's a sweet card. That was always fun. Especially in the anime, that was a cool card. Dust Tornado. Soul Exchange. Another cool card. Alright, we got Magician of Faith. Move that out of the way. Pot of Greed. Again, iconic card. Mystical Space Typhoon. Well, we know that there's at least one more Blue Eyes because I think you have to have 3 to spell. I believe you have to have 3 of them. Light Intervention. Great trap card. Sword of Revealing Light. Fissure. Gift of the Mystical Elf. So obviously with the Mystical Elf you gotta have the gift. Pyramid of Light. Some of these are a little beat up. Played with them. Card of Destruction. Dark Hole. I never shuffled them like a deck of cards though. I always shuffled them more gently, but they're gonna get screwed up. Fusion Recovery. We used to play this. There's a Paladin of the White Dragon. Very cool card. We used to play this in the break room at Walmart. There was like 3 of us that would play. And if we were on break together, we would always play. We'd get our decks out and play, or get our DS out and play a game or 2. Ragiki Break. Sure. Sounds good. Backup Soldier. Alright, so we have the 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. We have the Paladin of the White Dragon. Just desserts. Which means there has to be one more in here. Enraged Battle Ox. Another amazing iconic card from the anime. Yankito, the Cure Master. Again, a card that I feel like is in almost every one of my decks. Sakaratsu Armor. That was a cool card. Trap Hole, another great card. Magic Jammer. And the last card is my 3rd Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, let me know down below how good is this deck, and would it be useful in playing nowadays, or is this really outdated and left behind in the 2000s? So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the video over there and up there. Check out nerdgasmvarietyshow.com for all of your official merch, and come back and see what we do next Wednesday. Until then, peace!